Alrighty, we are up with a Battle City match. Who was it? Mai and Bakura. On paper, should be a good match. Mai has performed very well during the whole series. Got her first loss against... well, she has lost one game. I'll reveal it anyway. It was a little while ago now, but it was against Strings, who was bottom of the table. Somehow, it was like a 5,000 to 1 odds, and somehow Strings managed to get the win against Mai. Alright, as we set up, Mai looking to get back onto her winning ways. Not a bad starting hand. She is against Bakura though, very tricky opponent. Alright, as we start, I'm just going to call out names. I was reading some comments in the previous Duelist Kingdom video, but I would give a shout out to all of the names upcoming for commenting on the videos of Yugioh, commenting for even if it's just algorithm, even if it's just commenting, just with suggestions or just saying, you know, good duel and all this as well. It's keeping the channel going. I'm getting new subs every day for the Yugioh content, which is very good to see. And here's to doing Yu-Gi-Oh series for... it'll take me years and years to do all the Yu-Gi-Oh content, maybe even a lifetime, but... Alright, Romantic Soul 306. That was on the Yugi and Paradox videos. He said, thank you for not doing intros. I do appreciate it. Bro, nothing infuriates me more than when I see a video with a title and I'm like, oh yes, that is a video that I want to watch. And then I have to sit through some 3 to 5 minute ridiculous intro of some absolute fool screaming at a camera about ringing bells and checking out other videos and all this. Alright, Random High Plus, thanks for commenting as well. Pigma April, Claire Valentine 7881, Card Player 21, Samwise 495 as well. Samwise 495, long time commenter. Jason Banter as well, 5698. Costas D99, thank you for commenting. Aaron Zach, SCH292, Joe Lowe's 7893. Emperor Pikachu 2013. I do not know how to say that. Feasel Thamkim? I think that's how I say that. That was on Yu-Gi-Oh! Duels for the Roses though, so I'm not sure if you'll actually hear it on this series, but thanks for commenting nonetheless, as Mai's field has just been swept. Lesser Fiend is a very dangerous card because Mai's monsters that get destroyed by that are not going to the graveyard, they're actually going to the banished pile. Paul Norval, 95k DOR, and Big Owl MD09. I think that's how I read that. Pokemaker 6729, Raven's Eye 8632, another long-time commenter as well. John Allen 1883. Iwani W55, I think that's how I say that as well. Kevin Flaherty 1598, thanks for commenting. Aaron Vanderventer, another one, a long-time commenter as well. Josh Southern 123. Kotomi 758 as well, another commenter who comments quite regularly as well. Nicholas Argyros 1331, appreciate you. Waylon Hastings as well. Dennis Van de Putten 2295. Novus Tempestus 3389, another long time commenter as well. Super Duel Link 4702. Brawell 117 Stephen G as well, and Wiggly Jiggly Jello 06 again. I also see there's like this little icon and it tells you like who comments the most and stuff, and I see a lot of those icons popping up on a lot of these names as well. Thanks everyone for commenting in as well. As we see, Dark Ruler Hardez is now on the field and Mai is getting absolutely destroyed. I mean, she's still got some life points left, but look at that hand. It's not any good. She's in a bit of trouble here. Also, that's a new name as well. Sonko Borgon 1. as well. Green 19862 as well. Just a couple of other new names. Tata 1008 as well. Getting a lot of new names pop up. Shady J as well. It's actually... Oh, Moon Wolfie as well. That's another new name. Kitagawa Senpai. Z1000. And that's about as far as the recent ones are going. But man, I'm getting so many comments. I am actually now legitimately, I can't keep up with them anymore. So I will do my best to try and shout out as many people as I can throughout the week and throughout the duels as well. But thanks everyone for commenting in and making this series, all of these series, as successful as they have been so far. I do remember reading a comment. Someone did ask, is this specifically a Yu-Gi-Oh channel? It wasn't designed to be. It's just that Yu-Gi-Oh is the first series that's really taken off. But before I did the Yu-Gi-Oh series, I had a feeling that this series might catch some attention, because this is like a childhood dream of mine, to run series like this to see which character is actually the best without anime clout, if that makes sense as well. But no, it's a big childhood dream to do all this, even with the real decks as well, like the real world structure decks. I'll do them all at some point. Alright, Mai vs Bakura, round 2. Alright, there is the Earl of Demise, a Headless Knight. The Spirit Message A, there's also Dark Sanctuary and Dark Master Zork. Mai goes with a face down and Phantom Griffin to start this one off. But no, when I first started doing videos on this channel, most of them were retro video. Is that the ritual? Oh, it is. Okay, Bakura can get Dark Master Zork to the field. He plays down Dark Sanctuary as well, which is, again, that card is absolutely devastating. No, I started off doing retro videos, like, I started off with Command & Conquer, of all games, Command & Conquer Red Alert, and then it went into Tekken 3. As we see Dark Master Zork come to the field. Now, Zork does have an effect. You can roll a 6-sided die, 1 or 2 destroy one monster your opponent controls, 3, 4 or 5 destroy all monsters you control if you roll... Wait, hang on. Destroy one monster your opponent controls if you roll 3, 4 or 5, or destroy all monsters you control if you roll a 6. Okay, so it's what, a... So, unless he rolls a 6, then... Oh! Oh, you're kidding me. Oh my god, Bakura rolled a 6. He had literally a 5 in 6 chance of getting rid of that Phantom Griffin. He could have just attacked it. But Bakura, with a 1 in 6 chance of having the worst possible outcome, gets the worst possible outcome. What has he done? Oh my word, that is hilarious. Alright, Harpy Lady 1 has also come to the field now, and that boosts up Phantom Griffin as well. Now, Dark Sanctuary is on the field, but oh my word. Well, isn't this an interesting turn of events? Bakura, out of his absolute mind, has just destroyed Zork. Alright. Oh, Mai gets... Oh, no. No, she... Oh, yes, I mean, yes, Mai gets hit twice. Oh, No, she hit one of them. Oh, I'm going mad. Oh, Seikuretsu armor. Good card. What was I... Now I've lost my train of thought because of Bakura's unyielding rage of trying to destroy Phantom Griffin. Oh yeah, start of the channel. I started with Command & Conquer, then I went to Tekken 3 for a little bit. I did some Simpsons Hit and Run early on. It wasn't really just one game that I designed the channel for. I designed it for pretty much every game. And then I started doing solo runs on Pokemon as well. So yes, it is a goal of mine to do a solo run with every Pokemon in every Pokemon game. So all 151 from Gen 1, all 251 from Gen 2, all I think 386 from Gen 3, and Gen 4, and so on until I've done every Pokemon game. Is it possible? Probably not, but I will at least give it a fair try. Alright, coin toss. Another 1,500 off Bakura. He is losing a lot of points. Main phase 2. He's down to 4,300, but Dark Sanctuary is such a... Oh, Dark Designator. Bakura did not want to see that. Oh, if Bakura didn't destroy Zork, he may have been okay. This is what happens when you get too aggressive. But still, a 1 in 6. I mean, I see why he would have chosen to try and use Zork. Use the effect. It's only a 1 in 6 that he'll actually destroy it, but he hit the 6. As hilarious as it is, I don't see Bakura's going to find it as funny as we do. Alright, 2,000 off Bakura. Mai will flip for Dark Sanctuary again. And, Bakura gets hit again. She couldn't go 3 for 3 on the last turn, could she? No, nearly. Man, Bakura's luck is not in on this match. He lost Zork, and Mai has won the majority of the coin flips as well. Bakura's... Oh my word, what is he drawing? Bakura has had an absolute howler, destroyed his only good monster, and had to tribute 2 others to do it, and has completely bricked himself. All in good fun. Hysteric Sign, that will allow an Elegant Egotist as well. Oh, what a fun match. Well, I mean, it's... Assuming Mai doesn't fail 4 times in a row with a coin flip, we are going to go to a round 3. Bakura was up 1-0, so I guess he could have taken a risk, but still... Oh, 1 move. Alright, and that will do it. I tell you what, Bakura did not get anything going his way in that match. That was something else. Alright, I'll set up one more time. And it's winner take all for this one for the season point. Mai trying to get back to sort of that top spot. Only lost once, and that was against Strings. Believe it or not. Yes. Alright, Kiku, the Ghost Destroyer. I have that card as well. Alright, rock, paper, scissors, shoot! Bakura wins with paper. What other videos have I done on my channel? I've done a lot of different games. I have also done some on all the GTA games at some point. I've done them on random PS2 ones, a lot of the old wrestling games as well. Done some on Super Nintendo games like Donkey Kong, Mario 3, the original Mario, some other just old Super Nintendo titles as well. I've done some with The Sims, the old Sims games. They were sort of my first videos that kind of got a few views, and some of those early subs as well. But no, I'm a very big fan of The Sims. There's actually a Sims game called My Sims coming out on Switch. It's actually a, I think it's a remake of the... Or a port of the one that came out on the Wii, which I never played, but I do have a Wii console sitting in the pile over there of all the consoles I own. I did some videos of Pokemon Stadium 2, 1 and 2. But no, Yu-Gi-Oh has been by far the most successful series so far, so that's why I've dedicated a certain time slot for Yu-Gi-Oh. It's like between 12 and I guess 2 a.m. with Chaz and the Gravekeeper series starting up. So it's between like 12 a.m. and 2 a.m. is like the Yu-Gi-Oh hours for the channel. So at some point, what I actually really want this channel to become is for those who grew up in the 90s, you would remember on TV as Bakura has drawn Dark Sanctuary again and is still getting attacked. For those who would remember free-to-air TV as, oh, it's the final countdown and not the song from Europe. It's the final countdown, the Yu-Gi-Oh card. So Mai has got 20 turns to win this match. Free-to-air TV, so if anyone ever has seen like an old TV guide, you have the entire timeline of the day from 12 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. and literally every time slot would have its own show. That's kind of what I want to do with the channel. I I want Yu-Gi-Oh to be like in the 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. time slot. You know, I want something else to occupy 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. Something to occupy 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Something to occupy 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. I know some people might say, oh, Maya loses an attack for once. I know some people are going to say, how is that possible? You cannot stay awake for 24 hours. However, what I can do is schedule videos. That's how I release them at that ridiculous time of the morning if you're living in Australia, but somewhere else in the world it's daytime, or it's, 7 p.m. Somewhere in the world it's, it's early in the morning. So it's 12 a.m. over here. But no, with YouTube, when you're uploading, you can actually schedule, so you can set it to release at whatever time you want. So, but I started releasing these at 12 a.m. I just picked a time slot, and it seems to have worked. So I think I'll keep it in the same time slot. But no, it would be my absolute goal to have a dedicated Yu-Gi-Oh time slot, a dedicated Pokemon time slot, a dedicated GTA slot, and probably a dedicated Sims slot, because I absolutely love the Sims games. Or simulation games in general. I really, really like park builders as well. It doesn't have to be specifically Sims games. Anything that's got like a simulated building experience, like 2 Point Hospital and 2 Point Campus, even like Theme Park, those old Theme Park games. Park Beyond wasn't too bad. As Mai's going in for the attack, Bakura still has Dark Sanctuary. Mai fails that one. Otherwise, Bakura would be complete toast if he didn't have that Dark Sanctuary on the field. Mai wins that one with Amazoness Swordswoman. Speaking of Amazoness, that is an absolutely brutal archetype. The Amazoness cards are absolutely brilliant. Alright. Turn 4 on Final Countdown. I doubt we're going to get to turn 20 with the shape the life points are in. Although Bakura goes with the Shallow Grave. Each player targets one monster in their own graveyard and special summons it from the graveyard in face down. So I think Bakura did already send... Oh, okay, he's picked Sangan. Mai has to pick Griffin Wing. Griffin Wing's got no defense though, so it can be easily destroyed. But what is Bakura planning here? Down goes Phantom Griffin. And tributes, and oh, it's Lesser Fiend again, 2100. And is now stronger than all of Mai's monsters on the field. And oh, Jowgen the Spiritualist. If Mai pulls any Harpy Lady Sisters, Jowgen can destroy them with its effect. Has to be on the field though, it's only got 200 attack as well. So yeah, that is somewhat of the backstory of my Respawn 255 YouTube channel. It's designed for any game. That's why if you go through the channel's history, there's random games all over the place on it, but I never intended for it to be just for one series. It's not intended just to be a Yu-Gi-Oh channel, but Yu-Gi-Oh is the series that has taken off the most. So the Yu-Gi-Oh content it'll be Yu-Gi-Oh. I'll still do other games, of course, as time goes on, but I mean, when GTA 6 finally comes out, which has been, I did read something today that it's estimated for October 2025, which is still about a year away, but maybe one day. It is a dream for all of us that one day we will be playing GTA 6. I actually saw something really funny, which said GTA San Andreas got 3 different consoles. There was... Oh, hang on, no. How'd it go? I think it was the PS2 got 3 different GTA games in GTA 3, Vice City and San Andreas, which is technically incorrect because the PS2 actually had 5. It had Vice City Stories and Liberty City Stories as well. And technically 8 if you count the PS1 games as well. You could play on PS2. That was GTA 1, 2, and London. However, the point is that the PS2 got all these different GTA games, and GTA 5 got 3 different consoles. GTA 5 came out on the PS3, the PS4, and the PS5. And we still have not had a new GTA game since. Which is somewhat funny in a way. You know, we've had 3 consoles since GTA 5. And yet we are still yet to see GTA 6. I mean, GTA 5 came out in, 2013 on the PS3? We're now going into 2025, 12 years later, and we still have not had GTA 6. Which, that's pretty crazy when you think about it, but... So, let's hope it lives up to the hype. We've got a lot of hype to fill. Mind you, they've done other games, of course. They've done Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2, which is really good. I do hear that a Red Dead 3 is possibly in the making as well. Did Rockstar do the Mafia games? They also did Saints Row as well, didn't they? I haven't played all of the Rockstar games, of course, but yeah, they've done other games, of course. As Mai draws Rising Air Current, and she's in a bit of trouble here. Bakura could have destroyed Birdface by now, but he's decided not to. I mean, if Lesser Fiend attacks it, Birdface's effect won't actually activate anyway. That may have been a card misread from Bakura's human player, but if Birdface destroys Lesser Fiend, it doesn't get banished. I think it's only ones that Lesser Fiend attacks. That's... ooh. Bakura may have made a slight misplay there, because now Maya's going to get the Harpy Ladies out, and she's got 2 Elegant Egotists. It may have just been a misread from Bakura, thinking that if he destroyed Birdface, it would help Mai get the Harpies out, but Mai's going to have to summon it in her main phase too, though. Alright, Elegant Egotist is played, so Harpy Lady's sisters can come to the field. And they're at 2750. So, but Bakura's still got that Fiend Sanctuary on the field as well. If Fiend Sanctuary wasn't on the field, Bakura would probably lose his turn. Oh, sorry, no, it's main phase 2, isn't it? Alright, turn 12 on Final Countdown. So I know I haven't been paying a lot of attention to this match. Maybe I should have been, but it's also fun just to answer some of the questions that people have thrown my way as well. As D-Spell from Bakura, who gets rid of Rising Air Current, drops all of the attack powers. Oh, and the Dark Door. Mai can only attack with 1 monster each battle phase, or so can Bakura, but it hurts Mai more. There's not a hell of a lot hits Derek Party, and well, Triangle Ecstasy Spark can put all the Harpy Lady sisters to 2750. Or 2700, sorry, I think it is. Bakura must be reading through some effects, because the little blue thing next to his profile was just up. And oh, he's gone with Jowgen. He pulled that earlier, didn't he? Yeah, okay. So Jowgen has been played. It'll send a random card from his hand, and it was actually ironically, the Zork ritual that Bakura blundered in the last game and accidentally destroyed it. Alright, turn 13. That's starting to creep up. Maya's going to be careful. Oh, she's just drawn a D-Spell. Oh, what do you go for? Dark Door. Okay, she's gone for Fiend Sanctuary. It makes it easier to attack. Dark Door, she can only attack with 1 monster, though. Either way, it's like... it's a tough decision, because both cards are extremely effective right now. Alright, Bakura is down to 500 life points, but with 2 defensive shields. Mai does have a couple of other cards that she can use to get Dark Door off the field. Harpy's Feather Duster, though, is actually a banned card, unfortunately. That's why it's not in Mai's deck. Because I can't do multiplayer on this with cards that are banned. Oh, there's Opticlops. At an 1800, that's going to get rid of Harpy Lady 1. Mai in trouble now. Dark Door is still on the field. Mai activates Hysteric Party. She'll be able to get that Harpy Lady back from the graveyard, so maybe hoping to draw an Elegant Egotist. Or something, or a Wind Monster or something to try to get back into this. If she had Phantom Griffin, she'd do 500 points of damage. Ugh, Harpy Lady Elegance. Not a bad card, but not really useful for this situation. Mai has to go to defense mode, otherwise she's going to lose life points as well. She needs something to defend herself. 16 turns have passed. I think I'm going to need a drink after this one. My mouth's getting dry. Talking so much. Oh, there's... Oh, Monster Reborn. No. Oh, she still had that Harpy Lady on the field. She would have been able to call... Isn't Phantom... Oh, maybe it was in the last duel that Phantom Griffin got destroyed. You'll see what I was thinking about, though. Oh, and she goes with Lesser Fiend. It's 2100. She wants to do as much damage as possible. So this attack, this is going to leave Bakura with just 200 life points. Maybe to be honest, I haven't been paying a hell of a lot of attention to this match. There may have been some other moves that could have been played. I'm not sure, but I like to engage with comments on the channel as much as I possibly can as well. I'm very close to doing 100 solo runs from Gen 1 as well. But so little time in a day to do so much content, but we'll get there. So what I can say now is the guys have recorded the remainder of the Duelist Kingdom season, and I have all the duels on a hard drive sitting there. I haven't seen them. I don't know the results of any of them. I'll go through them one by one as they release. But the Duelist Kingdom season, the rest of it has been pre-recorded. So that's how I was able to open up new deck slots for Chaz and the Gravekeepers as well. And the final countdown has ended. Bakura with 200 life points. Mai has lost due to the effects. And this one is done. That was... Wow. Wow. Look how much Duelist points I have. 36,936. And I cannot spend any more of them on this file because I have 3 copies of every card in the game. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in. And of course, after this, yes, Chaz and the Gravekeepers are going to start their Duelist Kingdom runs. Very exciting. I'm very keen to see them as well. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Wherever you are in the world, stay safe. Take care. Farewell.